I thought online courses were basically not very pedagogical. They were an easy way to get a course or something like that, and they really didn't have the substance of supposedly classroom courses had.
The perceptions I had of online courses were very two-dimensional, very limited, something like a PowerPoint online. That's what I first thought until I got engaged with KnowledgeOne, and then I found out that perspective changed.
I have a very favorable impression. However, I was concerned about that whole image of the talking head, and I knew that this was definitely not the direction that I wanted for my own course.
I guess I was a little bit not negatively predisposed when I started looking at online courses. I mean, I was very eager, but I had some doubts that you could create a level of interface that would be as engaging as an in-class lecture.
I wasn't sure about the depth issue, because one of the arguments has been, and presented to me as well, was that they get more out of a class lecture than they do online.
My colleague Joanne Locke and I decided to convert our face-to-face course into an online format for a variety of reasons, but the most salient one was to increase the scope of impact of the course.
I found that when I was doing a lot of lecturing, I wanted more of a challenge, because to do lectures, traditionally when you do lectures you have your standard format, and your options of what you can do tend to be limited.
Because we figured the demand for the course was going to be so big that we felt the online platform was the way to deliver it, so that we could reach hundreds, maybe thousands of students a year.
So I looked into the option of online when it was presented to me, and I said, well, can I do this? Can I do that? And they're like, yeah, we can do this. Yes, we can do that. I'm like, okay, so my limitations were based on my creativity.
I guess the aspect that I enjoy the most about teaching online is the extent of impact of this course.
I think one of the things that I enjoy the most about teaching online is never knowing from week to week what's going to mushroom, what's going to happen.
I enjoy the energy it gives me because it stimulates me. Since you have to go back and keep looking at the course.
Well, every now and then I'll get an email from a student say, oh sir, I landed on this or that website I wanted to share with you or with the rest of the class. So we're learning more from our students probably than they learn from us, or at least from me.
What I found was that I'm able to combine 3 to 4 different kinds of things in each lecture. So it's not just one thing, which is me standing up there doing a PowerPoint. It's a combination, it's a blend of video, voiceovers, interactive aspects to it, which makes it very stimulating for the students.
In my view, it completely changed how I teach and strengthened not only my thinking about the subject matter, but my conceiving it to teach it to others.
So in many ways, I think online, if it's done creatively and well, the students will actually get more out of it because they're doing it on their time. They're taking it because they're enthused.
The whole experience has been an extremely positive one for me. I would say to a colleague who was thinking of developing a course and converting it into online format, I would encourage them to do so. I think that this is the way of the future.
What I would say to a colleague who was thinking of developing an online course, and in fact just last week I spoke to a colleague who was thinking about it but wasn't quite sure that he wanted to do it, would be to take a look at some of the courses that eConcordia has available right now. I would think they would be pretty amazed at what they would see.
My advice to a colleague would be to don't go in with concerns, don't go in with worries, go in and see how far you can stretch it. How far can you be challenged?
You're going to get a lot of help from eConcordia. So if you're the least bit tentative, either because of your lack of technical knowledge or because of the whole idea of putting a course online being foreign to you or maybe scary. I think the eConcordia people will do an excellent job of taking care of that.
It offers a lot of possibilities in terms of the outreach and scope of the impact.
Fundamentally, online courses are no different from classroom courses because what makes the course, in whichever medium, is your own passion about the subject matter, your own commitment and dedication to research in the field, to transmitting it, and getting excited about what you're working on.
So if you're going to go through this process and you really want a challenge, you want to see what can truly be done with the new technology, this is where you have to go.